Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Vampire the Masquerade with me, the Green Dragon, and of course Jackalor, Nietzsche and Screaming Bacon. So we are going to be handling some of the things which happened during the downtime because Malik here, played by Nietzsche, needs to feed, and I do believe you wanted to have a word with your ghoul Bronson as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to handle the hunt first, essentially as you're coming back from Elysium, and then you can talk with your servant after you're filled up a little bit?
Hold on, my mic's messing up.
Yeah, it does suddenly sound a bit weird. Well, for the other two, you are currently in the first part of Night 7. Is there anything you want to handle before that
I want
night?
to like to talk to Bronson first. Hey, let me just talk to both ghouls.
Okay. So, sure. Where are you doing this? The common room?
Wherever we can get some privacy.
Okay, so you can just do it in the common room. For undisclosed reasons, I actually have that hidden. Not that anything bad is gonna happen there. But you know.
That does not inspire confidence.
Actually, I'm not gonna bother messing around with this. We're gonna be playing this out anyway, so you don't really need the map. So yeah, sure, you're in the common room with both of them. So, what are you telling them? What are you asking of them?
It has come to my attention that something happened while I was away, and I wanted to address it before it becomes a problem.
Chloe actually speaks up. Yes, Raffaello attacked Bronson. It was horrible.
Yes, so I've heard, and I would... Are you okay?
Bronson he almost glares at you when he's really embarrassed about being reduced to a quivering wreck, actually, and he really doesn't like being reminded of it. He would just rather sweep it all under the rug and pretend it never happened.
I want to put my hand on his shoulder and tell him that it is okay. A vampire's disciplines are not something easily to take lightly. The thing I would like to discuss is that we are here, and we have a mission, and everyone here is a stranger, and so it is important for me to have some sort of standing with these people. And the standing I'd like to have is a good standing. Now, I am not going to punish anyone. I'm not going to say anything. In fact, I'm actually ticked off at the person who attacked Bronson. But I would like to allow me to finish. I would like to take this opportunity to tell you that we are strangers here, that we are new, that we are in constant danger, and it should be in our best interest to not challenge the authorities that are around us.
Master, I just assumed you wouldn't want to bring a snake into our midst.
And you're correct.
He just arrived here with a strange vampire, practically treating her like I don't know, some sort of VIP, and I was certain you wouldn't approve of him showing her all the secrets of this place.
And yes, I wouldn't. But it is not for you to speak up and cause a commotion, as I heard you did. However, you displayed some disapproval, which of course I would have done. So I'm not going to punish you. In fact, as I said, I'm more upset that Raffaello attacked you, and no one attacks my pets. And so we will be taking this moment to talk with him.
Alright. So, you've just come back from the Elysium, you haven't hunted, and you're gonna have a confrontation with a higher gen vampire. Go ahead. I don't mind.
He's higher gen? He's higher gen?
Or lower, stronger generation-wise. Point is, I mean, go ahead. Just,
What generation is he?
well, he's low enough that he can dominate you, and he's good at it.
We're gonna hunt first.
Okay. So, I mean, sure, go ahead. Just keep in mind that keeping track of exactly how much blood you had, you know, at a specific night before this one, since I've already calculated the expenditure up to night 7, is gonna get weird if you start spending a lot of blood on trying to kill each other, so please don't do that. But sure, you can go ahead and make some hunting rolls. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say that you have time enough for 2 or 3 hunts before the night is finished, after coming back from the Elysium and tracking down your ghouls and talking to them.
Okay, I want to go downtown for this.
Okay, then you have time to do 2 hunts and still make it back with enough of margin to be safe from the sun. So you want to do charisma leadership once?
Yeah.
You know, the suddenly found best friend kind of thing. Sure, go ahead, that's fine. Roll for it. You know, you are turning this around very quickly. I mean, you just went from a rapey asshole to everyone's best friend. I don't know, are you sure you're Tremere? You kind of seem like a Malkavian there.
I was a desperate man before.
Okay. I mean, you could still make those rolls. I mean, unless you screw up, there won't be any serious consequence.
I am not interested in being the rapey guy and getting police called on me, so we'll do it this way.
Okay, so first hunt gets you 1 victim. You can take... well, you can take as much as 3, but... and have them still be able to walk away from it, but with 3 it will be bad enough that they will probably go to the doctor to check out what's happened to them. So, how much are you taking from the first hunt? I mean, you can just drain them and refill in one go. That's perfect.
You would like that, wouldn't you? I'll take the 3. I'll risk taking them to the doctor. So.
Okay. They seem pretty damn woozy as a result of this, and they actually stumble out of the alley in a daze, almost falling a couple of times, but they manage to straighten out and walk off. So, yeah, they're still functional, but they're definitely feeling the after effects.
Oh, I feel bad for that one.
I mean, they're just humans, right?
Well, you got a point.
He took 3 points, Jackalor. Enough to potentially generate a doctor's report on sudden anemia. But sure, you can go ahead and do your second hunt for the night. Okay. You can take another 3.
I'll do 2 this time.
Oh.
Don't need 2 people at the doctor.
Okay. Well, probably not in the same general area. That doctor might get very suspicious if 2 people with the same symptoms suddenly show up. But sure. Go ahead and fill up by another 2 points then. And
I'm finished hunting.
okay, so you can do some more hunting over the next couple of days and confront Raffaello later, or you can confront him now. I mean, realistically, this is unlikely to turn into a bloodbath. After all, you are on the same side, and the rest of the clan will probably have the hide of whoever murdered the clanmate. You know, especially over a pet, one way or the other.
Okay, let's go ahead and have our confrontation. How much time do we have in the night?
If you're still doing this during the same night, you have like somewhere between 15 minutes and half an hour before dawn. This is like right up to the bedtime kind of thing. We are...
Alright, this shouldn't take long, I guess. I would like both ghouls present for it, though.
Okay. Bronson is standing behind you, looking tough, arms crossed, just glaring at Raffaello. He feels like Dad is gonna kick the mean kid's ass now.
Raffaello, I believe we need to have a word. Want to speak back?
I mean, this'll probably be easier if you use your mic, but you can type it out if you want.
I didn't see he was typing.
Air quotes, friend, eh? Okay. I mean...
Please don't patronize me, okay? I've heard what you did to my ghoul, and I don't appreciate it.
Okay. Nobody's got damage. Oh, that's good. That's good.
If you have a problem with my ghoul, if they misbehave in any way, then you take it up with me, okay?
Oh. You're gonna really go for the mob boss, huh? Okay, that's... I mean, if that's your character, that's perfectly fine. I completely approve. Alright.
And we've already had this discussion, and he knows this. Now, pets often misbehave, but it is the owner's responsibility to take care of them. It is their responsibility to discipline them, and I don't appreciate you taking it upon yourself to do it for me. Now, I don't want any bad blood between us, okay? But I do not want you to do this to my ghouls.
If you glance at Bronson, he will suddenly switch to a very contrite and sorry face and act as if he's been wearing that expression the whole time, but you can easily catch him still glaring at Raffaello with a triumphant grin. You know, if I was a real dick, I would make you roll for frenzy right now, Raffaello, due to your flaw. But we're gonna pass on that.
I do appreciate that we have an understanding. As I said, I do not want any bad blood between us. And please, if there are any problems with my ghouls, Bronson or Chloe, either of them, or any future ones, take it upon yourselves to take it up with me first. I shouldn't be gone from their presence many times.
Okay, so shake hands and call it good then?
We're square, right?
I don't know, that if you say so sounds very passive-aggressive to me.
A little bit.
But
I'll shake hands with him, and next time we're all in the room together, I'm going to have Bronson apologize for speaking out of turn.
Bronson
enough of a punishment.
seems very unhappy about it, and very disappointed. He really thought he would earn your complete approval for the way he acted. You've broken his spirit today.
Well, you know, it's more for appearances, I guess.
Do you let him know that, or
We have to be on everybody's good side. I'll let him know this.
Okay.
It'll only hurt his pride.
Okay. Well, you don't know.
I know he has a lot of that.
Yeah. Yeah, he has a bit of that, yes. Okay, so I want to bring this up to the night we left on with the others. So, if you could go ahead and make a couple of more hunts so that you're filled on blood, and then we're gonna continue with everyone that's here on the night in question. So yeah, okay, hunting. Hunting. I want you to refill up as far as you want it to be filled up. And let me know if you are studying any of the occult crap in the library in the meantime, or if you are just hunting and chilling. Just so that we can note down if you've put any work into mastering a ritual, for example. We are gonna continue on the same day as we left last session, Bacon. We are just playing out the bits and pieces that happened, well, within the same days we played in the last session, just stuff we couldn't really play out due to Nietzsche not being here. So I guess I want to see another couple of hunting rolls from you, Nietzsche. Okay, that's another good friend that you leave a little less full of blood. How much are you taking? Okay, another 2 points. Feel free to increase your blood pool accordingly. And I assume you're gonna want to make another 1 or 2 rolls. So feel free to do so. Okay, yeah, you managed to charm 2 people on this hunt, so you can yeah, if you get 3 successes you get 2 victims, if you get 5 you get 3. The first success gets you a victim, and then every 2 extra successes gets you a bonus target. So you know, if you do really well, then you can refill a lot more quickly than you would normally be able to. Gen 11, that is yeah, Gen 11 is 12 blood points maximum. So okay, sure, so you are up to 11 then, I think. Okay. Wait. Yeah, you started with 3, then you got 4 with the previous 2, or 5 with the previous 2 hunts. Oh, right. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at your health, not your blood. Never mind, it's... I actually have your max blood pool on your token set too high as well, so... You know. Okay, so it's night 7. It's been like... Well, if you did good on your occult roll and you have been studying in the meantime, by the end of night 7 you could have in theory mastered a level 1 ritual, if you've been studying one. So, and you had a lot of downtime as well, Raffaello, so you could have mastered a level 1 ritual as well, and if you spend the rest of night 7 studying Jackalore, you can add another day to your progress on the Warning Circle versus Ghouls. Till morning on night 7, you have a well, if you did the last hunt on at the start of the evening, then you'll have most of the rest of the night. We left with the other guys right at the start of that night, right after Sarath finished bonding his ghoul, I believe. Well, they spent a couple of hours in Elysium, so oh! You want to eat that gangrel? Huh. You do know that there are rumors going around that there might be a daytime attack this session, and daytime actions are limited by your humanity. Just so you know, since the others do have some out-of-character knowledge. But, if you want to go for it, you may do so. I was gonna have you do another roll or 2 before the side effects from eating the first set of vampires were completely gone in any case, so You know, if you think that La Sombra's completely digested, you are not entirely right about that. Yes, the Gangrel was Gen 10. I actually foolishly perhaps deleted his token, but I remember what his generation and disciplines were, and as for the rest, it doesn't matter. He's never gonna wake up again. Knowing you guys. He is... well, he's essentially a piece of meat at this point that you've hung in your cellar, right? See? I know how this goes. So, Jackalor, are you continuing to study?
Yes.
Okay, so you're up to 3 days on your warding circle then. What are you doing with
Yep.
Romina? Is she assisting? Is she studying more of basic occult knowledge? Is she learning the basics of thaumaturgy? What are you doing with her?
I'll have her guard the Chantry.
Well, in that case, she asks your permission to go and get some sleep, because she's more useful guarding during the day.
Yeah, I'll be having her sleep.
Okay, she goes and gets some Z's then. And Chloe, in the meantime, as far as your goals are concerned, are... well, Chloe is helping in the library, unless you need her for anything else, like helping drive you places or seduce people or whatever, and Bronson would actually like the permission to go get some sleep as well, since he has taken to guarding the Chantry during the day as well.
Yeah, we can do that. And Chloe can just continue cleaning up and helping out in the library.
Well, the library is generally clear. She has been going out and getting some books. Apparently she had the bright idea of thoroughly searching the car you have outside, and the clothes and belongings of the vampires that you killed previously, and she and Bronson found some cash, and they've been using that to buy themselves some food and groceries, as well as starting to rebuild the books that you have lost from the library, just slowly getting into volumes you don't have. So you know, you don't need to worry about feeding them. They're set for another week or so, at least.
All right.
Okay, so sleeping arrangements. How are you sleeping? Which of the rooms have you claimed?
I'm in the office in the cellar.
Okay.
I would just sleep upstairs in the
So I'm
the
going
guest
to move.
rooms for now.
I'm
Bacon?
going to move the gangrel into the safe room, I guess. Whatever that. The vault.
Well, the vault door is trashed by what looks like to be claws, and the wards on that have been dispelled as well, so it's not exactly safe. But you can hide him in there.
That's what I was talking about. Just like, nobody would put anything valuable in there, right?
Or
The
you
doors.
Or you can
broken.
hide him in a trash bin in one of the offices of the main room.
Well, I can't exactly see that now, can I?
Well, that's fine. I'm just gonna move him into the vault there. You can stuff him in one of the chests. Okay. I mean, you can move closer to the stairwell if you wish. But, alright, so... what rituals are you studying, Nietzsche? Or are you just studying general occult crap and working towards your next dot of occult knowledge?
Just general occult.
Okay, so you're just reading up on crap. Okay, that's fine. Bacon, are you trying to study a specific ritual? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so the rituals are available in your players folder in the library file. There you can see the stuff that, you know, shows all the rituals. You search through the library and the rest of the Chantry and managed to find a few things the looters had managed to miss. You know, up to that point. So you can pick from any of those and start studying, if any of them seem interesting to you. Like, for example, Blood Rush is good for avoiding frenzy if you need to feed while hungry, or hunt while hungry, since it, you know, makes you feel as if you're properly fed. Bind the Accusing Tongue is good for those people that are blackmailing you. Deflection of Wooden Doom just blocks the first stake that would actually succeed at, you know, going through your heart. Illuminate Trail of Prey allows you to track people, and, you know, just a lot of interesting things in there. Well, you're more likely to frenzy if there's an appropriate situation for it. Okay, so if everyone is happy with how things are, then I would like you, Malik, to make an awakening roll for me. The other two, I assume, are using their ritual, and Serath has light sleeper, so you're able to wake up without problems. The awakening roll is perception and alertness at difficulty 9. There are gonna be several of these, so it won't just be one opportunity to wake up. You can't use willpower on the first one, but you will be able to use... Okay! Your eyes snap open. And the other two, namely Raffaello and Serath, well, Serath, not so much.
My coffee, and there's the oh my god, another
Oh
member.
god damn it. What the fuck? Apparently something opened up in my browser for some reason, but yeah. Serath, you're in the basement, you can't hear this, but you two, Malik and Raffaello, you hear several cars pulling up outside. And they're pretty crappy and loud cars. And yeah, at least it wasn't porn, there's that. But yeah, they sound like crappy and loud cars, and it sounds like there's at least, like, well, say 3 of them. It sounds like trouble, which is probably why your vampiric instincts decided that this was bad news and that you probably should be awake for this. So, what do you do? Do you head downstairs? Do you look for your ghouls? What do you do? Malik?
Let's regroup with the ghouls and then head downstairs.
Okay, so you have a couple of minutes before Chloe actually comes rushing upstairs and runs into you in the hallway. And she tells you that there are several cars outside, and that Romina said to wake up as many of the vampires as she could because this was big trouble, according to her. And that Bronson and Romina are busy piling the couches in the common room across the hole in the wall to create a barricade. Bacon, you're hearing this as well. I assume you have come out of the room by then as well. So all 3 of you are in the hallway there at this point. Chloe actually asks you, Malik, if you can try and wake Karen while she goes and gets Serath.
I'll attempt.
Okay. I mean, since Mads isn't here, you're not gonna succeed, but while you're busy...
Just for playing along purposes, I guess.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chloe just bursts through the door, nearly in tears at this point, and she babbles at you and, well, tells you, "We're under attack, you need to wake up right now!"
Wouldn't I automatically wake up by the time she bursts into the door?
Well, yeah, your eyes snap open as she bursts in, but she doesn't notice that your eyes are open until you actually start moving.
I step out of the bed and... Who and what? Who or what is attacking us?
I don't know, it's just... We saw several cars pull up outside. Romina just immediately told me to get all the vampires. This is bad, right?
I'm guessing it's the sabbat then. Daytime attack, I'm guessing?
Well, you
Daytime.
You can't really feel if it's daytime. Well...
That's why I asked.
Ah, you're asking Chloe. Yes, it's overcast,
Yes.
but the sun is still out. It's still light outside.
Well, could you move out of the way so I can get going somewhere?
So you can, once you decide that Karen is not waking up, gather in the middle room and you know, get ready. You have a couple of minutes left in which you can buff, but you hear people moving into the guard room at the front of the Chantry. And if you knock on the door to the common room, Romina is gonna just yell back at you that the room isn't light safe, so you shouldn't come in there. So you may position yourselves in the middle area as you wish, and proceed to arrange yourselves for imminent attack.
Okay, I'm gonna get into position.
I suggest that you, using the massive amounts of blood you all have, at the very least buff stamina up to 6 points, since you can do that relatively easily. Since that is one of the rolls that will not be limited by daytime limitations. Simply because soaking shouldn't be limited. It would kind of